Now, talking about the good warfare and the prophetic, it is really true. When God spoke to the children of Israel and He told them, I'm going to deliver you to the promised land, it was not as though they were just going to wake up one morning and find themselves in the promised land. There was a journey to walk, and God showed them their way. Now, I remember a time when the Apostle Paul gave an instruction to his spiritual son, Timothy, and it is actually pronounced in 1 Timothy 1:18, whereby Paul said, This charge I commit unto thee, son Timothy, according to the prophecies which went before on thee, that thou by them mightest war a good warfare. So he's talking to Timothy and saying, This instruction I give you, this instruction I give you, this charge I commit unto thee, son Timothy, according to the prophecies which went before on thee, that thou by them mightest war a good warfare. I mean, he's telling Timothy here that I'm giving you these instructions according to the prophecies which went before on you, that you by these instructions might fight a good fight of faith. You might war a good warfare. So Apostle Paul pronounced an instruction to his spiritual son Timothy following these prophecies which he had received, so that Timothy may be able to sail to the confirmation of that which had been spoken over his life. So many Christians today don't reach their destination simply because they don't follow spiritual instructions that sail them to their destination. And as a result, they make shipwreckage or find spiritual accidents along the way. So with the prophetic comes a war. With the prophecies come a war between the acceptance of that which has already been fulfilled in the realm of the spirit and that which hasn't manifested in the physical realm. So many people faint or give up or fail along the way. I mean, they reach the desert and start complaining, why isn't God giving me this? Why hasn't God responded? They start arguing with their leaders like the children of Israel were arguing with Moses and all that stuff. And suddenly, some of them die along the way or in the desert and they never make it, and the blame goes back to God and to the prophet and to all that So there is a war you have to fight. Paul said, I fought a good fight of faith. I fought a good fight of faith. I had to believe what the Lord had spoken about me, irrespective of what was happening around me. So, despite of what the physical aspects dictate, 1 Timothy 1:19 tells us to sail on, holding faith and a good conscience, which some having put away concerning faith have made shipwreck. People who did not hold faith and a good conscience, a good mindset, have had spiritual accidents, which the Bible calls here shipwreck. Now, spiritual accidents that avoid us from reaching manifestation of prophecy are always as a result of doubting that which has been spoken. If you remember the Lord who was seated next to the king when the prophet Elisha declared that by this evening prices are going to fall down, and he said, even if the windows of heaven are open, such a thing cannot happen. And then the prophet told him, you see what, you will see but you will not eat thereof. And indeed, when the time came that the prophecy was fulfilled, he did not partake of that prophecy. So when a word is spoken over your life, or when a word is spoken to the Christians, and you doubt that word and you don't hold it by faith, the truth is that you shall see the miracle, you shall see the manifestation of that prophecy, but you shall not eat thereof. So you're going to be among the people who see other people driving, other people living a healthy life, other people getting jobs, other people getting this testimony and that testimony, but you are not having the testimony. Now, why I'm telling you this is so that you may come to the understanding that when the word of God is spoken, it must be mixed by faith. And that is where the profiting comes from. So you must keep your faith glowing from Egypt to the promised land, regardless of the trying times along the journey.